All right, y'all, good morning. I've got 15 tips to a happy Thanksgiving in 2025. Number one, the host for Thanksgiving should be the oldest grandmother. Don't try to come in here and decide that you're going to host Thanksgiving this year and mess up all the matriarchy and all the plans that have been handed down from generation to generation. Stay in your lane, okay? Number two, do not invite a guest without clearing it in person by the host. Also, make it very clear the relationship you have with this person. Thanksgiving is not for personal announcements or surprises, okay? Number three, if you're invited to a family Thanksgiving of someone that you're not married to yet and you have no intentions of marrying them, decline, period. Even if you went last year, don't make that mistake again. You're giving the whole family false hope, so stop it, okay? Number four, do not volunteer to make a dish that your grandmother or one of your aunts make and have been making since before you were born. You choose something else this year. If for some reason that dish is terrible, what you do is you pull that aunt or grandmother aside and say, I love this so much. This is one of my most favorite dishes. I would love for you to teach me how to make this so that I can pass it down to future generations. Then that grandmother or aunt will be gracious enough to say, why don't you come by one day next week and I'll show you how to make it. At that point, and that point only, can you have the conversation that you would like to help next Thanksgiving and would make it next year with said grandmother or aunt's approval. Okay? Number five, never ever confuse the sacred dinner table with America's test kitchen. This is not the time to try a new recipe. If for some reason you hit your head between now and Thursday and forget this tip, at least remember, do not start conversations with, I found this recipe on Pinterest. If you hit your head so hard that you forgot that and you remember at some point later, excuse yourself from the table, head towards the bathroom, and just leave. The shade that will be thrown in the kitchen during cleanup is going to hurt your feelings, so just run from that mistake and don't ever go back. Number six, keep the crock pot in the pantry at Thanksgiving. Again, we don't do one pot wonders or set it and forget it dishes at Thanksgiving. This is a labor of love. Every bite you should feel the strong wrinkled arms of your grandmother that wielded a rolling pin like a secret weapon, wrapping you in a hug, and the freshness of vegetables hand-picked, washed, and canned from right there in her backyard. Number seven, know your audience. Know the heritage of the host. Don't come to the table with spaghetti and meatballs if everybody's from Kentucky, especially if the host wasn't the one who gave you the recipe in the first place. Okay, number eight, white potatoes are on vacation during Thanksgiving, along with deviled eggs. I know this is perhaps my most controversial position, but these items are white and they're for Easter. Thanksgiving is for red, yellow, and orange vegetables. Let them have their day. Sweet potatoes are the main supporting actress. Don't let her be upstaged by plain white potatoes. They have plenty of other gigs throughout the year. I said what I said. Number nine, do not talk about someone you're not related to at the Thanksgiving table. Somewhere between the carrot souffle and the corn casserole, the devil will just pop into your mind and drop somebody that you had an altercation with, Tracy, in the Costco parking lot. And when you called her out for leaving her buggy in the empty parking spot next to her big old SUV, knowing that she's perfectly capable of walking it back, you let your mouth fly and some Gen Zer posted it on TikTok right as you rammed Tracy Suburban with the said buggy. Don't bring it up. You're going to want to justify what you did, but let it go. Because what the devil knows and you don't is that Joey, that scrawny punk-looking kid that your niece brought to Thanksgiving, is Tracy's son. And they have a bun in the oven that nobody knows about yet. And y'all are going to be stuck with Tracy in about 5.5 months. Number 10, the Thanksgiving dinner table is for affirmation, not confrontation. Everyone agrees with the matriarch on this day about everything. Today's not the day to announce that you've become an independent. You toe that party line until you get in the car. It's one meal, shut up. It's not the place to announce that you've switched churches and you're now going to a non-denominational auditorium. It's not on this day. Unless you're the prodigal and then just say you've started back to church and that you're having the goat tattoo lasered off. Everybody will love it. If words or names like ICE, tariffs, Epstein, Pelosi, vaccines, or Marjorie Taylor Greene pop into your head, that's the devil again. Squash it. It's one meal. Number 11, don't get fancy or try to show off on Thanksgiving. I don't care if you went to culinary school in France. This is America. This is an American holiday. You keep it as close to pilgrims, Indians, and pumpkins as you possibly can. Save the crown roast for Christmas. This is Ham and Turkey's day to shine. Stick to the casseroles that stick to you. Again, Pinterest has no place at this table. Number 12, don't show up late, don't show up early. You arrive on time, especially if you have children. If they're too young to fend for themselves outdoors, don't be hauling them in 3 hours early for everybody to have to step over or to hold. If you're driving in, plan for delays. We ran into traffic is not an excuse, that's a Monday. If you're more than 5 hours away and dinner's at 4, drive in the night before and get a hotel room. Don't be late. If you happen to get close to the house early, drive around until 5 minutes till. Your window to arrive is between 5 and 20 after. Anything else is unacceptable. Turn around and go home. If you walk in late still, don't blame it on the in-law or your children. Nobody likes them already, so it's not fair. You, the blood relative, take all the responsibility. Number 13, don't get fancy with the cornbread. Some of y'all are crazy, using mayonnaise, sugar, cheese, pepper, sour cream, and everything else but the kitchen sink. Listen, if y'all would focus on making better dressing, you wouldn't need to make up for it with the cornbread. Leave the fancy cornbread for Saturday. You're going to make chili for the Iron Bowl. Make your cracked cornbread or whatever it is you call it then. But Thanksgiving is for plain, yellow, golden crust, not sweet cornbread. Cornmeal, flour, eggs, buttermilk, oil, and a hot cast iron skillet. That's it. Not for Jiffy Mix, not for sugar. Sugar in the cornbread is cake. I said what I said. Number 14, offer to help clean up or get out of the way. Do not ask, can I take some of this home? Do not bring your own containers. This isn't your chance to feed your household that didn't even show up for the next week. One caveat is that if you have a 17-year-old son that just started his first job, you can take some food to him, but only if he was working, clocked in during that time dinner was served. There's no door dashing Thanksgiving for somebody who's just sleeping in because they have to go in on night shift. Thanksgiving comes once a year. You know when it is. It didn't surprise you. Get a Red Bull and power through. Number 15. Finally, if these words mean nothing to you, Le Creuset, Lodge, Cutco, Rada, Tupperware, KitchenAid, and Brine. If these are foreign terms to you, this is your one job. Bring the ice or rolls. Don't offer to cook. Don't offer to pick anything up that requires assembly. Simply bring yourself, dress nice for the holiday dinner. That's a collared shirt that's been ironed at a minimum, and a cooler full of ice. And compliments. Bring lots of compliments. So happy Thanksgiving, y'all. May your turkey be moist, your casseroles be crispy, and your family drama stay on the group text where it belongs.